Okay, give me a second, y'all, because I'm on my phone. All right. Hey. Okay. Let me see here. Let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can
Oh,
hear you. Hey.
maneuver this phone. So, hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. This is our first Let's Talk Autism of the new year, and we've been away for about 3 weeks. I think it's been. But if you are brand new to the Let's Talk Autism, all about. It's just open discussion. We didn't get a topic. My fault. I was supposed to put out a poll this week, and I just been back and forth with a lot of stuff, you guys. But it's open discussion. If you think of a topic, let us know. Um, if uh, if you ask a question or you see a question you can answer, feel free to chime in the chat. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I'm one of the admins of this wonderful establishment.
And hey, everyone. I'm Linda. I'm the other admin. How's everyone doing today?
Uh, how have you been?
I've been good. How have you been?
Pretty good, pretty good. Uh,
I had a. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just saying. I had a migraine the last few days, so my brain is kind of like fumbling today. But other than that, it was. It seemed like it was. Did anyone's kids go back to school yet? Like, did DeAndre go back to school yet?
No, he goes. His first day back is tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Emily's too. It seems like it's been a long time.
Yeah, they good. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Teresa. There's Mr. Charles. Give me a. Can you put the link in the chat? I'm still trying to maneuver this phone.
Yeah, let me see
At
how to do this.
Mr. Charles. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? There's RS. Hey, football has been nice today. Oh, football, football. Hey, Danielle. My son goes back to school. Oh, yep, yep. I think a lot of kids, some kids went back this week, though, Monday.
Yeah, I seen that.
Hmm. And you guys, yeah, again, DeAndre has taken over my computer right now. So I'm on the phone. Today was my daughter's birthday, and uh, she went out for a minute, and I'm waiting on Dad to come grab him so I can get my computer back. I
Okay.
dare not touch it right now. Mhm.
Okay, hold on. I'm going into my StreamYard on the computer.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, you guys, how was that's what we could talk about. How was your holiday with the kids, the ones who celebrate? What was it like for you guys? Oh, I see some.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's you.
Let me turn.
Teresa says she had a good holiday. Good, good. Oh, okay. I see the link in there now. That's good, Teresa.
Okay, there.
And Danielle says, pretty smooth holiday, winter break. They go back to, yep, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day. I think DeAndre is ready to go back because, uh, well, last weekend, he knows when Dad's coming to pick him up, and the first thing he said was Miss Caldwell, who is his teacher, and he says Central High School. I said, "Oh, you back?" because he had already been off for the week. I guess he was like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I'm supposed to be in Miss Caldwell's class. Same old thing. Oh, yeah. Yep. Same old thing. My Daniel is definitely ready to go back to school. Yep. I guess they say it's been long enough. It's time to go back. Brenda says ours was different. Not sure if you follow me on TikTok. I lost my. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. Now I remember you. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yep. I follow you. I follow you. And I remember that. So sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay though. I know it had to be a little different this year. So, um, I was going to, um, I was going to put out, I was supposed to put out the invite the beginning of the week, but I didn't do it. I got really busy, and just forgot. Um, yeah, I can imagine. So, love, hugs, and prayers to you. Again, my condolences to your family. Um, and I also was supposed to put out a poll, which I didn't do. Um, a lot's been going on last month and this month. My daughter, her graduation, daughter-in-law, Christmas, and then birthdays, just like back to back to back stuff, and going to work, and the new dog, my new baby. So I've had a lot going on. Oh, do we have? Oh, I see. That's Mr. Charles. Okay.
Okay,
Here,
hi everybody. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Charles.
sorry.
I'm I Nita, Linda, and everyone.
How are you, Mr. Charles?
Oh, doing great, doing great. How are y'all doing?
Pretty, pretty good. So, Mr. Charles, Sabrina is news. I believe this is her first live. So, can you introduce yourself to her? Let her know who you are.
Okay, Sabrina, and anyone else who is unfamiliar. I'm a retired mainframe computer software engineer with autism, diagnosed later in life. Uh, I'm here in Connecticut. Live with my wife Cindy. I have a daughter and two grandchildren, and anyway, glad to share my experiences and whatever insight I might have with parents here.
Yes, Charles has been with us for a while, and he's wonderful. If you have any questions about a and being an adult, he can help with that and share his experiences. Linda, are you here? Is she
Yeah, I'm here.
okay? Can you introduce yourself to Sabrina? And by the way,
I
everybody, I met Sabrina. She's on TikTok. She's TikTok mom, and she has. Well, I'm sorry, she lost one of her sons, and she has another son. Um, and she shares a lot on TikTok. So can you introduce yourself a little bit, Linda?
hey, hey Sabrina, welcome. And my name is Linda. I'm the other admin of the group with Nita. Uh, I think it was what 2017.
Yeah.
We've been doing this since 2017. Um, I have a she is now 18-year-old daughter who's on the spectrum. She was diagnosed right before she turned 3, and yeah, uh, yeah.
So we're all parents. So we meet every Sunday for open discussion. And my goal this year is to try what I said last week. I'm gonna want to try to push for 100. I want to see 100 in here next week. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that'll be nice.
yes. That would be real nice. I was supposed to try to push that this week, but again, life. Um, but I'm gonna try to push that for this week. I'm gonna try to do what I said I was gonna do to get there. That's the goal. But this is open discussion. If you have any questions, you just throw it in the chat. You're more than welcome. If you see another parent question and you can help with it, you're more than welcome. We have our usuals here. We have Michelle, who's a moderator. Teresa, she's here all the time. RS, that's our lovely Linda's husband. Danielle, she's been with us for a while. And who else is here? Oh, no one, no one, no one, no one. Okay. That's
It's good to meet you, Sabrina, too. I'm going to have to excuse myself for a minute because I've got to move laundry along and be right back down. So I'll be right back.
oh, and there's Sonia. Hey, Sonia. So I see your husband just celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday to him once again. How is Queen doing? So how's Emily doing, Linda?
She's doing good. I guess it was so we don't celebrate the holidays, so she wasn't going to go on the last day of school, which was like Wednesday, because that whole day was going to be celebrating.
Right.
Um, but she didn't end up going that Monday or Tuesday either. Um, well, because she had, uh, due to hormones and moods and irritability, but she had a rough month prior to that. So I think I had to pick her up on Friday from school early, and she's having a bit of a rough time. I think what's going on is, and I talked to her teacher. I had to kind of ask myself, like, what's different, what's going on. I think the whole thing with the court investigators, the North Bay Regional Center doing their interviews, everybody interviewing Emily and what she wants to do when she, graduates, things like that, where she wants to live and things like that. I think that was causing her stress. That she knew she was going to be a grown up, when 18 came. And I think that was causing a little regression in behaviors.
Oh,
Uh, so as of right now, because the note that she left off on at school, even though, so she's 18 now, everything has come and gone. We have the court date, everything was approved. She's happy about that. But I think because the note that she left off on at school being stressed, uh, she's uh, she's okay with going back to school now. But yesterday she had a fit when she found out she was going back. Um, and I think the week before that, we think that she thought when she was a grown up, she wasn't going back to school. So we had
oh,
to ease her back into, we're not done with school. And then we had yesterday, I started talking about Monday actually being the day to go back.
okay. A little confusion, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, I kept telling her everything's done. You can just stay with mom and dad. Everything's done. So I'm trying to overdo that so, she can relax and let it go and not think so much about those interviews. And then hopefully have a less stressful time at school. Hopefully she gets right back into it and she dropped that part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, Linda. Um,
Okay.
take the
Um,
comment. I'm getting ready to
okay.
go on another screen.
Okay.
Or try to anyway. I hope I don't
Okay.
log
So,
out.
okay. Danielle says, Linda, I can believe that because my son has been stressing about what he wants to do after he turns 18. Hugs to you all. Thank you so much, Danielle. Yeah, it was, it I think because when we started to talk to her about it and the teacher had already wrote up a whole report that she, uh, is very clear on wanting to stay with mom and dad instead of living, independently as she can with, residential or whatever. She's made it clear she wants to stay with mom and dad. Um, I think when we started to talk to her about it, I think she thought there was like some decision to be made by us, and that she probably prior to that thought, she would always be with us. So I think that kind of caused a lot of, stress and anxiety in her. But
Okay.
it they prefer to interview her. The court investigator interviewed her, and then her lawyer had to talk to her. My lawyer just had to serve her the papers, and then the judge spoke with her just for a second. So I think it's kind of, when it involves her like that, I think it kind of made it a little scary.
Hi, Danielle. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Again, I
she
don't
was like,
know what level your son is, or what his prospects are as far as what he's capable of doing. I know when I was in my senior year of high school, my mom and I went to two psychologists, and she would talk with one, I would talk with the other, and they were able to help me prepare for college life and life away from home, and that went a long way toward getting me ready for things.
yeah, it's hard to wonder, how they, if they're not very conversational, to know exactly what they're thinking or feeling. Then after a certain amount of years too, they start to catch on that we may not always understand the things that they are thinking, and
Right.
then they understand they can't always convey it. So then there's that frustration and anxiety. Um, but yeah, it's I'm hoping, because this is her last 6 months of school. I'm hoping it goes
Wow.
better than that last month.
Time.
Steve said, she was like, "Yeah, I'm done." LOL. Was Yeah, she was too. Like my daughter said, she said she's gonna have a fit when she finds out about the day program after, the transitional program
Right.
that starts next year, because it's just like school. But we won't even address that yet.
So, speaking now that you've been through the process,
Uh-huh.
possibly get something together.
Yes,
Get
yes,
yeah
yeah, for sure.
here. Uh, Queen is good. Just had to explain to her that her dad is blessed. That is a blessing, definitely.
Because I thought, oh, Jay didn't have the same issues, because he thought after break was the start of a beginning of a new school year.
Oh, yeah. They've been home too long right now.
I know. I know. This is like the latest in the new year that I think she's ever gone back.
Mm-hmm. Um, for Joshua passed, I was working on the transition process. He did some job.
Um,
Okay.
assessments last summer.
Mhm.
That's really too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope he yeah. It'll be one more year now for DeAndre.
Yeah, Steve was just asking about DeAndre. I was telling her it was good because you have places that'll help you process it and get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. So the school, our last IEP, we talked about the transition, and they also had the resource for me to go to help, with the paperwork, as well as where he goes for his therapy, hygienics. So I just said I would speak with both, and uh, I guess probably they do the same thing, but whoever answers my questions, uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'll go. So, Sabrina, if you don't mind me asking, how was what did he have to do with job assistance? They tried to see what he was able to.
I'm glad to share whatever encouragement I can, Danielle.
hope they don't make these kids go to what? Oh, in this. Oh, you guys are having a storm. You're in
Who said that?
Arizona.
Is she the one in Sacramento?
I believe she's close to you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, she's in I think Elk Grove. Uh, yeah, I was wondering that too. I was thinking, they're going back to school tomorrow, and I think yeah, we have the storm coming through. I think tonight.
What type of storm? Rain? What?
Uh, yeah, last night was yeah, rain, thunder, lightning.
What?
Uh, I I don't know how it is in Elk Grove. Elk Grove is colder though. They're colder than us, but where I live, coming right out of the Bay Area from from the water, it gets really windy. So I don't know. I know we had high winds last night. We had to go cover and straighten things out in the backyard today. I don't know how the wind is there, but this storm has had a lot of winds.
Oh, all these storms,
Park.
little snowstorm. I'm hoping, but not as bad as look at Buffalo, New York. They got
Yeah,
Hmm.
they got hit really hard. Danielle says my Daniel is the same age as DeAndre. He has been insistent about going to college. That's awesome. That's
that's good.
now that he realizes that everyone is not going to college, he changed his mind each day. Well, that's good that he's able to communicate that, and share his interests with you. Andre, because of his language barrier, I know, um, college wouldn't be a place for him, but I do wish it. He is going to continue to work with his job. They just sent some paperwork for this summer. Um, and Sabrina saying they have OVR, and here we have is it MRS. Um, it's probably about the same working with kids. Yeah, and that's how DeAndre got the opportunity. Also, they work with the school. Teresa says I have an IEP coming up next month because my son will be transitioning into the seventh grade. Okay. So, is he going to a new school or just changing grades? And how is everything with the other little boy that you got
Hmm.
an issue with? How is that coming along? Sonia says she's in Oak Park. Oh, y'all have a Oak Park too, huh?
Yeah, I think that's Southern California though.
Okay,
Yeah, because I had never heard of it until I typed it in.
okay. Oak Park. Victoria,
Yeah,
hello.
you guys have a few the same as us. You have you guys have a Berkeley, right?
Yes,
And
Berkeley.
Oakland. You guys have Oakland
Yeah,
County.
yeah. Sonya says it's knocking down. Ooh, that
Trees and fences. Yeah.
doesn't sound good at all.
They say too because so when you have fires, the ground isn't you have a lot of trees falling when the ground gets wet because the fires mess up the ground and the whole thing and so there's a lot of mudslides and trees coming down.
Um, they assessed him about 2 years ago to see if he would be a good fit for the competitive workforce. Okay.
Workforce.
You thinking about uh Linda thinking about Emily getting maybe a summer job?
I don't know. her teacher and I were talking about that. We haven't really talked about much of the transition, but it will be in transition as far as recommendation and things like that. Um, so I don't know. We're not really certain yet.
I will keep my weather 40s and 50s. Yeah, that's what it about 40s right now here. I don't want the snow though. I don't want to see any more snow. I know that's wishful thinking, but hey Tanya, how are you? Oh, stop it. I know you love me.
Oh, did you find out what kind of dog he is?
Not yet. I'm still waiting.
Mhm.
They said they're supposed to be in when I logged in late January. So
Oh, okay.
maybe by the month we should know.
Nice.
Uh,
Well,
so
that's good
I
that there is a program like that, Danielle.
oh Danielle will Daniel will not be attending traditional college. There's a new program starting this fall that college like he may be eligible. Okay, okay, more working with his pace. I'm assuming that's good. Good. I have also received the paperwork for job. Okay, good. Are you thinking about it? What do you think about it, Danielle? Teresa says new school. It is going good. No more bullying at all. Okay. Well, that's good, Teresa. I'm glad to hear that.
Oak Park. Wait, she said Oak Park, right?
Yeah. And she says it's close to downtown Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Foxy Roxy. Happy New Year. How are you?
Oh, Oak Park is the neighborhood in Sacramento.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Sonia was, and then I was thinking maybe it was Sonia with the IA, different Sonia. But yeah.
Hi, Fox. Hi, Roxy.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Hello. My 18-year-old was recently diagnosed his senior year at 17 with mild autism. We have an excellent counselor that has been a great help. We have seen the transition of ending high school and beginning the journey into young adulthood trigger some anxiety. There any advice in general as my son heads into his 20s that Charles would want to share for me as a parent for my son that might be helpful throughout his 20s? Charles, this is for you.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, if you and he, go to a counselor, particularly someone who's relatively young, but who's a professional counselor and is able to give him some idea of what to expect today. See, first of all, it was, I graduated from college back in 1968, which is 54 years ago. And second, not only is my memory kind of stale from there, but besides, college life has changed considerably since, back then, when I entered college, that's, I'm talking 57 years ago when I was in my freshman year of college. So, things have changed a lot, just life on the outside in general. One thing when it came to looking for my first job after I graduated from college, it took a while to get that first job and land that first job. And finally, at one employment agency, one of the agents sat me down and told me everything I'd been doing wrong in the interviews and gave me a lot of interviewing tips. And those helped me. Then although I didn't get the job through him, I did get a job about a month or so later. And a lot of it is getting in the door, because once you're in the door, you can show them what you can do. But
You have
it's
her as far as just the anxiety triggers of going into.
yeah, well, that too. I think sitting down and talking with someone who can tell them what to expect, but someone who knows what to expect now,
Right.
today, because the world has changed in the past 60 years, and things are a lot different from the way they were back when I entered college, or even you know 54 years ago when I graduated from college.
Hope that helps, Lisa. Devils cocaine to my own. Right. Right. Okay, mission life. I know, Danielle. I know. Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Oh, I seen. Yeah, downtown Sacramento. I seen, or Midtown. I seen had fallen trees. My daughter just showed me that.
Falling.
Yeah, they get so cold. Oh my goodness, compared to. I mean, we get cold. They get cold, cold because they're closer to the mountains.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, great. Thanks. Now that all the holiday craziness is over, we are getting ready for Raymond. All right. And then come in February. Wow. Oh,
Early.
awesome.
Is he
Oh,
excited?
gonna see pictures, of course.
Hmm.
hmm He is really excited to work, but he starts bowling soon. He all teams. He's busy.
I
Play
know.
all summer through fall.
The busier he is, the happier.
Suck it up and take some vitamins. Well, busy is all for our babies. That that is so helpful. Thank you for sharing your perspective, Charles. Uh,
Yeah, okay. I hope it does help there, that Lisa. And I mean, I was where he is now. That's where I was 58 years ago, in my senior year of high school. So you know, yeah, and that advice helped prepare me, because we lived in Connecticut, and well, as I do now, I'm back in Connecticut after being away a long time. But I was attending college at Michigan State, which was more than 1,000 kilometers away from home. But I was able to do that.
Also getting ready for special for Jalen Raymond. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I couldn't let DeAndre participate. We, he got signed up and did the physical and everything, but it was too far out for us to get to. I think it was like two days a week, um, but it was just too far out after work. So I said maybe after next year because I'll be retired. Thank you. Um, and where did it's in town, town, but yeah, I knew he would have enjoyed it, but I couldn't let him go this year. Me and Dad just too much. Um, but that's awesome, Foxy. Yes, he chose a suit yesterday. It's the time, Tebow night to shine. Okay, okay. Special needs students only. Okay.
I love that. How they
Oh,
do it with the special needs only.
yes, that's beautiful. Preparing for my daughter later this month also. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Danielle says, "Is anyone's loved ones attending the Tim Tebow prom?" Oh,
Yeah, that's what Foxy was just talking
yeah.
about. Okay. Now I heard. that. Is that here too, Danielle? Or where are you at, Foxy, Alabama, right? Have you heard of that, Linda?
I never heard of it.
Yes, that sounds really nice. Just for them. Okay, you ready to get down? Do you know he will? I can be sitting here and he'll just jump in my lap. Stitching, he jumps right in my lap. And DeAndre just don't pay him no attention.
Still, that's just like Emily and ours.
He walks
Was that
past,
him?
right? Yeah, DeAndre's sitting in the chair right there. Dog just la di da, like whatever. He has it. Oh, okay. He has it in every state. Okay. Yes, you can sign up through a local church, I think. I'm going to sign Daniel up as practice for next year. I will forward you to. Yes, thank you, Danielle. Yeah, that's the first time I heard of that. I think that is awesome. What do you want? I just gave you some love. Yes, I just gave you some love. I just gave it to you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You just want all the love. You just want it all. You just want all the love in the kitchen. Oh, he
Oh, sorry
graduated.
about that.
He graduated and turned 21 last June. Okay. Alabama, but it's in a lot of states. Okay. Ask the school or teachers. Maybe they need to look into it and join. It's one of the nights that Raymond looks forward to. It's for students in high school. Okay. So yeah, I look forward to the information. Danielle be on it.
She does. She knows all kind of stuff that be going on. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put the I could do it. Only thing I hate about being on the phone is I don't know where to.
Oh, where the thing is, huh? And I just logged out of mine. Let me try to see if I
Oh,
can
I
get back in there.
got it
You
now.
got it?
Yes, wait, post comment. Okay, yeah, please. So I'm gonna put the in. Anyone is more than welcome to come on up. Um, if you have a business or you're doing something awesome for autism, you are more than welcome to come on up and share. If you just want to share something inspirational, if you just want to say hello, you more than welcome to come on up. Uh, we we'll think of a topic to focus on, and I'm gonna work on pushing uh, this out because I'm gonna reach that 100 goal. I'm gonna do it. Already get him registered for Miracle League too. Gotta keep him busy. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I, I wish I knew of you. Yes,
Sabrina,
we've been doing
it's
this
good
every.
to have you here.
Hmm. Danielle says, I usually follow leads in research. I don't like for our children to be left out. My son is so social. If they want to participate, they should have fun too. Yep.
Right about.
And
They should be allowed. The fun. Miracle is awesome too.
It's something that helped me was have a group of of young people that have the common interest that I could have some socializing there,
Yeah,
and also having a group activity that I enjoyed doing, that others enjoy doing. And just as an example, I've told Nina and Linda this, that when I got to college, I saw guys playing bid whist and I learned how to play the game. And Cindy and I enjoy it today.
hey
Hey
Pammy.
Pam, how are you?
Hi, Pam.
Oh, sorry. Uh, hey Linda, how are things going for Emily's senior year? Is she looking forward to graduation? Raymond talks about it all the time. We started talking with Emily about it. We're gonna have to make a calendar so she realizes we're talking about it, but there's still time. There's still what 6 months, I guess. And then between that, the conservatorship, she'll enjoy the prom, of course. But I don't know. I'm scared. She's just having a lot of anxiety right now. So, but we are making a calendar for the graduation so that she knows when that'll be. She does know it's happening though. She knows it's coming up. Uh, yeah, and she just turned 18 last week. So
Wow.
my babies are all grown up now.
Oh,
It
great.
was scary because I lost her medical for not her medical coverage, but access to her medical.
Right.
It was funny because the conservatorship, the appointment was on the 3rd, her birthday's on the 5th, and the papers were ready. Our lawyer should have picked them up already on her birthday. They were written up on that day, so we had it exactly on that date. But as far as medical, I was just now able to get into her medical with the password and setting everything up. So it was a few days, but you don't ever want to not have access or the right to be able to say anything for your kid.
Right. Great.
Like right now, the teacher even said too, uh, as far as discussing Emily and her IEPs without the conservatorship, that's not something we could do either.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that's scary to even
Hmm.
losing, being able to speak for your child when they can't really.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I forgot to say. So we got all 7 rights. We got so we can choose her social interaction, friends. Uh, she, we have the right, like, so if she was to say, oh, she wants to get married or have a romantic relationship with somebody, that right was given to us. That she's not the one. She's not capable of making that decision. So we're granted all the rights. The only thing, so we got all 7 rights, but without withholding a whole entire right. They did reserve the right for her to vote because when they asked her during the court investigator interview, they asked if she wanted to vote. She said yes, but the confusion could be from at school, say they vote on a movie or they vote on what they want to eat for snack or something like that. But either which way, they reserved her right to still be able to vote if she wanted to. But that's not a thing, we're too worried about as far as not being able to make a decision for her. So the major 7 full rights that we needed, we were granted. Um, my son is an Uno shark, Mr. Charles. Danielle says
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay. This is good at Uno. All right. Yeah. Been a long
Uh,
time since I've played Uno. We don't have, Cindy and I don't have an Uno deck now, but I've played it in the past. Fun game, nice game particularly if you have a large group. One nice thing about it too is it doesn't require a set number of players. You can play with just 2 players or up to, I don't know, I guess there must be some, limit where it gets to be too many, but from 2 up to quite a few anyway.
uh, Tanya says, we just learned that there is a DNA test that can help us find compatible medication for our son. Really? Is it done through the hospitals or is it one of the commercial DNA testing or is genetic testing through the hospital? Danielle says, my son, oh yeah, this is the one I went back, sorry. Gee, Linda, no pressure for you at all. Jeez. This was probably the most stressful, because you can't, it, without getting the conservatorship done, you really have no more voice or say in anything. That was the scariest. Yeah. Um, Happy belated birthday to her. I have to do that this year when Raymond turns 19. Thank you. And yeah, uh, it's like you like I have anxiety. I suffer from anxiety anyways, and it just when too much anxiety, I feel like I just get paralyzed and don't get anything done. But this was something that, I just had to keep pushing through and they put off at a point and then it was time to go and we had to get everything going and I was a nervous wreck. Danielle says no pressure for you and Steve. I mean, you mean uh for all of this? Um Pam says, I didn't have any problems with anyone. No talking to me when we were waiting for it, but Ralph wasn't in school. Is that for when you got his guardianship? I also heard that they still have to register with selective service at 18. I think only the boys have to do that though, right? Correct? I do have to still take her to the DMV to get her adult ID. My son got the Uno card game for Christmas. Uh, Danielle, I was told we didn't, and I also told them to stop calling him. Yeah, I was wondering about Steve asked me about jury duty. And I think there's an excuse on there when you're like say ill or you can't make it for some reason. I think one of them on there was if you're cognitively impaired. Whoops. Uh, Nettie says, just found your channel. I got diagnosed with autism at 31. Welcome, Nettie. Um, yes, I meant for the conservatorship guardianship. That was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot more than I thought. Like she had her own lawyer, we had ours, the investigator, then the hospital, the teacher, and the regional center's information. Oops. And then I don't know if all of you knew this, but in between all that, so we had went right like March. So she turned 17 in January. We went in March to start it. They said, "Oh, it's a little far out." They said, "Let's pick this up back again mid-September." And then between then and all of that, September 22nd, Steve ended up in surgery because they found kidney cancer. So we had a lot going on in this last half of the year or last half of last year.
Hi, Nettie. Yeah,
Uh,
Nettie. I too got diagnosed later in life. I was 50 years old when I got diagnosed. Or not almost 50. I was going on 50, and my daughter, in fact, was the one who first suspected it. And after she watched the movie Rain Man, she told me to watch it, started urging me to watch it, and eventually I did. And then I immediately realized why she was telling me to see that movie. So good to have you with us, Nettie.
Yes, good to have you with us. Welcome.
and Pam says it's a stressful process for the guardianship. I cried a lot through that process.
Oh, goodness.
I just wanted to crawl in bed and not even face things when I wasn't getting the medical paperwork I needed and things like that weren't coming through as timely. Um, After the court date, right after the court hearing, I did let out my cry, but couldn't do it until then. It's just hard because you never think you have to go to court to petition for the right to still take care of your to us it's always our child. It doesn't matter. and you have to go to the courts to get permission to do that. It's hard.
Yeah, and part of it is because there are people who will abuse that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there are people who want to control their adult children's lives when
Mm-hmm.
they there's no valid reason why they should be allowed to control them,
Right.
and so that's
Mm-hmm.
why you have to jump through hoops.
Exactly. And and that's what I had told Steve that at a point too. I was like, because people are literally they're taking away every single right they have. And when you do that, you want to be sure that that person really, isn't capable of handling them. And I get that. It's just when you get down and you're on the other side, you're again, the state is on her side and we bring in our lawyer or whatever it is. I don't I you just our situation, is just yeah, how you're thinking but I mean, I'd rather than be very thorough and have it approved and know exactly what's going on. So it's good.
Now it's over with, done with.
Yeah. And so her pediatrician that she had the whole time is gone. I was able to get her on my doctor's panel though, so I'm glad about that.
Good to have you with us, Sabrina. I look forward to seeing you on future Sundays.
Yep. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully you'll be back next week. So she says the doctor gave us a paper with info and business card for a place lab called DNA MedSafe to get this done. It has to do with the way their body metabolizes and what would best suit their body. Only downfall is the insurance will probably not cover it. Planning to look into it more in depth.
What I'm
What
missing?
state are you in? Oh, sorry.
What am I missing?
Sabrina, she was talking about DNA testing to find out what kind of medications would work best for your child. Um, Roxy says, Linda, did your older children have to go to court since you? Oh, since no, okay, so every family member, let me see, so all the grandparents and then siblings all had to be served court documents no matter where they were. So they were all served court documents. Only the two siblings that live in the home were interviewed. And then one of our oldest daughters, she's actually co-conservator with us. So Emily has three conservators. So she actually had to be in court because she's a conservator. But as far as a sibling or family members going, nobody had to go. Pam says there's a question on the form we have to fill out in the courts, and it says, how often do you see him? And I was like, I'm his mom every day.
Hey,
Yeah,
wow.
well, they do have to ask that because,
Hmm.
for all they know, you might be a non-custodial parent who sees them once a month. For all they know,
Wow.
So it sounds like a stupid question, but it's not.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even on the documents, there were different spots for all three of us because if it was like they said that there is conservators where parents live in different homes.
Okay, let's go back to the DNA testing for
Okay, that one's this one, I think. Oh no, it was oh yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I said Sonia. It's Tanya. Texas.
Okay,
No,
Sabrina,
you just had the one DNA.
thank you for joining us. Doctor gave us a paper with info and business card for a place called DNA MedSafe to get this done. Okay, so this was talking about medicine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know,
So,
medicine or food. That's about medicine or diet, one or the other anyway. But yeah,
Okay, only downfall is insurance. Okay, that's interesting. MedSafe.
yeah. I mean, it sounds to me like it's because it mentions metabolism. Sounds to me like more likely it's about diet rather than medicine. and that would explain why insurance might not cover it.
Okay.
uh, Medical insurance companies are getting more of them are getting on board with the wellness thing, but not all of them are on board with it, and those that are on board with it to varying degrees.
Linda.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking it up.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Linda, did your other children have to go? Oh, no, this is what I explained
Oh. Okay.
to Roxy how that worked.
Yeah, my phone kept going in, so I'm sorry. I've heard of the DNA testing for meds. Okay. Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It looks like it is for meds. It looks like it might just be like not all genetic testing is covered either unless your doctor recommends it
Uh huh.
Yeah, I think that might be the
from
key is
insurance.
doctor recommending it, and doctor did
Hmm.
recommend it according to what she said, and it's just a matter of documenting that properly for the insurance company. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Texas.
And
Okay.
she's in Texas.
A lot depends too on the insurance company because insurance companies vary in their policies on things, and you know, but still, if a doctor has recommended it and you've got that well documented, usually that goes a long way. And if you're fighting for insurance to pay for something.
Okay, everybody, last call. If you want to come on up, you're more than welcome. Um, we are on our last, guess. Still learning how to maneuver this phone here. Um,
Sonia is. Oh, sorry.
last couple minutes. Go ahead.
Sonia is Queen's mom, right?
Uh,
Sonia is that's Queen's mom, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was making sure. That's who I thought it was in the first place when I said Elk Grove, but then yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, Oak Park. Okay, got it.
So I put the link in the chat. Want to come on up for some last inspirational words? If you have a product or a service you want to share, as long as it's autism related, of course, come up and share with us. Um, and let's see what we got here. Ours, thank you. Hey, Spencer. Hello, my son's mom is wanting my son back head first. Here, 50-50, given the facts, I don't believe it's wise. I told her he way different now. He's more aggressive from his autism. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Again, a lot depends on what has been the dynamics of that whole thing. The non-custodial parent, and and also how are the courts inclined to rule on things if she goes to court about it. What's been the history, and every situation is different.
Yeah, every situation. Danielle says, give yourself time out this week. You deserve it. Self care. Thank you for that, Danielle. Michelle says, have a great week. Take a break for yourself. Love your babies. Ignore the naysayers. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank. Foxy Roxy says, heavy on the self care and self love this year because our loved ones need us happy and healthy. Have a great week, y'all. Yes.
You too, Roxy.
You too, Foxy Roxy. Thank you. Spencer says it goes to trial February 6th. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, again, if the court rules that in her favor, again, just let things play out, see how it goes, because she may decide, hey, I can't handle him.
Yep. Evening, everyone. Thank you, Pam. And on
Thanks,
that
Pam. Thanks.
and on that note, okay.
Okay.
On that note, we are out of here. We will see you guys same place, same time next week. Um, Try to get a topic going on. I'll put a poll up, and then I'm gonna push, see if I can get that 100 people in here. We got 15.
All right, everybody have a good week.
Have a good week and happy
Yes, everybody have a good week.
Friday.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.